joining us right now. This is what you need to know what's happening this Friday. A massive earthquake has hit Japan, triggering a tsunami that has caused widespread devastation and triggered alerts in at least 20 countries. Right now, it is 7 p.m. local time in Tokyo. I'm Monita, Rajpal.
And I'm Zain, Verjee. You are watching World One live from London. People in 20 countries around the Pacific are right now on alert for a massive tsunami that threatens to cause massive devastation. People in coastal areas across a huge region are threatened with waves several meters high. Like this one. Take a look at this video. This is northern Japan. One of the most powerful earthquakes in the country's history has sent water crashing ashore, washing away buildings, cars and ships. Large stretches of land are now underwater. It's incredible, extraordinary to capture images like these on television. You can see the debris and the water that moves really kind of like lava creeping across the farms like this in parts of northeastern Japan and just washing away structures that almost as though they're toys. The speed of the wave meant really not everyone had the chance to get out of its way. In the port city of Sendai, a 10-meter high tsunami was reported. But when you look at these pictures, I mean, they really give you an incredible sense of the extent of the destruction. What we are witnessing right now is so extraordinary. We've never seen anything like this, and the kind of impact something like this could have, not just in Japan, but across the whole Pacific region. There are buildings in flames. You're looking at pictures of an oil refinery on fire in the city of Chiba. That's near Tokyo. Thick columns of black smoke are billowing into the air. There are more unbelievable scenes in the town of Kamashi, where we saw water just sweeping away cars and boats. It's really too early to know how many lives have been lost, but when you look at these pictures, it really gives you a sense of the drama unfolding in this situation, the danger. There's a lot that we don't know. We don't know the extent of casualties here, but you can see boats and cars just being thrown like cars over the highway. At this point, what we understand is that 8 people are reported dead. That number is likely to rise.
The big threat right now is of multiple tsunamis radiating across the entire Pacific Rim. Tsunami warnings are in force in at least 20 countries. Pacific Islands are on high alert, as are Taiwan, the Philippines, Hawaii, and northeastern Russia. Even further afield, Central American countries, including Guatemala, El Salvador, and Costa Rica, are being warned the tsunami could reach them. The advice: if you are in the danger area, move to higher ground as quickly and as calmly as possible. Well, for more on the tsunami threat, we want to bring in CNN's meteorologist Ivan Cabrera. And Ivan, again, as we're reporting, this story, obviously, it started in Japan, but is now radiating across 20 countries.
Sure, and in Japan, of course, Monita, we talked about the earthquake that was devastating enough. It was close enough to shore where an 8.9, that magnitude, is going to cause significant damage, even though it's beneath the water. Therein lies the problem. It was beneath the water and essentially just buckled the water on top of it here as that stress let go, and we were able to generate a significant tsunami. If you're within 100 kilometers, of the epicenter of that earthquake and where the tsunami was generated, you are not going to have time essentially to warn folks. It is just going to hit you like a train. You're not going to know what's coming here. Further away, we begin to see these times getting further and further along the timeline, and then we can certainly warn folks. We've been on air with you now for several hours, bringing you these updates here with the Philippines coming in between 10-11 GMT. When I'm showing you these countries and when I'm showing you these times, these are the estimated times of arrival of the first wave. I can't tell you how significant that wave is going to be, and I can't tell you that based on Japan or based on other countries, because each bathymetry, each essentially area is going to be different here as far as how the wave comes in. Also, we can't tell you that it's going to be a significant event, but we essentially play it safe and we evacuate everyone along the coast. The Philippines has been doing that. A lot of other countries, I'm assuming, have been doing that as well, including Hawaii here. And as each wave gets closer and closer, what are we looking at here, guys? What is this? This is the Philippines now, and we're monitoring conditions there. We did get reports of Guam getting the tsunami wave hit. We'll get you pictures there, but there are the Philippines. We're going to continue to monitor now. Again, the Philippines, the orientation of the country here are many islands stretching from north to south for hundreds and hundreds of kilometers here. So the arrival of the wave is going to be at different times depending on the region. I don't see anything from the pictures there that is ominous. Guys in London, if you see something else, let me know here. But we'll keep checking in on the countries here, and we'll let you know the arrival times. Obviously, we're dealing with an 8.0 or greater. The earthquake in Chile was an 8.7 essentially here, and we had significant damage, not only from the earthquake, but also from the tsunami. And of course, this is what happens with the buildings here. This is essentially the same with a tsunami here. If the earthquake is further essentially below surface here, the tsunami is not going to be as significant. But we had this one at 24 kilometers. That is an unbelievable depth. It is very, very shallow indeed, and that is why we've had significant damage. And by the way, we are now up to 15 plus is what I've been counting here as far as the aftershocks. When you have an 8.9, the aftershocks are not going to be in the 3s and 4s. Sure, we'll have some of those, but we're also going to have the ones that can cause significant damage, additional damage in the 7.0 scale, which is a major earthquake of and in itself. We've been covering the New Zealand, which was in that range as well. These are the regions here that are going to be impacted the first. Here's the other concern. Some of the islands here in the South Pacific actually are below, their highest peak is below the wave that could be coming in. So essentially the entire island could be seeing a wall of water coming in. Obviously a worst case scenario that we hope does not materialize here, but based on what we've seen already, some of the wave heights certainly have been higher and can be higher than some of the peaks in these islands. There, Geneva putting a statement out. So we'll continue to monitor the wave as it propagates, as we've been talking about. Again, picture yourself in a jumbo jet. That's how fast this is going, 500 miles an hour. Monita and Zain, or 800 kilometers per hour. And basically what we do is just do the math from the epicenter and how long it takes to reach these land masses here. Japan still under the earthquake threat. We'll continue to monitor those aftershocks. And of course, as the waves arrive in each particular country, we are going to try to get live feeds from those affiliates there as well. Guys?
Ivan Cabrera there. Thank you very much.